If Chappelle moved to Ghana to find his peace, and I'm rolling where the service always roaming. I'm packing my bags and going. It's a challenging act. It's a balancing act. Visit beautiful places. It's more out here than
supreme being, supreme light. A man of knowledge for wisdom to shine bright. How you think you see the moon unless in the sun bright? When we claim independence, you can never dim the light.
Solomon's Temple. Go where the kids go.
Hello. Welcome to Solomon's Temple, where you can get herbal products, organic herbs, spiritual supplies, crystals and incense, candles, books, spiritual consultations, and life coaching. Solomon's Temple. You can contact us at 803-661-8945. That's 803-661-8945. And also, if you would just like to go to our website, you can contact us at www.solomonshealinggarden.org. That's www.solomonshealinggarden.org. We're located on 7201 Perk Lane Road, Suite C, Columbia, South Carolina, 29223. That's 7201 Park Lane Road, Suite C, Columbia, South Carolina, 29223. See you there.
Yeah, I've been having a crazy rough day, yo, trying to get this stuff up and going. And it's been crazy rough. I just can't even read the comments. I gotta go to whatchamacallit. See the ones on Facebook. Yeah, I've been having a rough time trying to get this shit started, yo, because opening up the groups, I'm going through a lot my damn self right now. I'm still trying to get the message across, right? So see nobody on here yet. Live chat, replies, live chat. All right, that's on. Yo. All right, look. I hope y'all come through or find a way to get here. I'm here. All right. So if you come through, please support the live stream. Please support the live stream. Please support the live stream, yo. I've done over 900, 1,000 videos in less time than anybody put work in, and y'all use my work to get money. Yo, support the stream. It's corny, yo. It's only a few people out here who talking knowledge that come from the source, and I gravitate to them because they come from the same place I come from. They get knowledge directly from the source. You can tell when it's genuine. It's like when the battle rapper was saying, you can tell when it's real, you can see it in the eyes. Nigga time. You know what I'm saying? So we about to get into this real quick. I gotta I be doing I read energies and all that. Also, if you want me to do like I don't know what to call it yet. I'm still thinking of a name, but your surrounding energies reading, like what's floating around you outside your crib or whatever, what's outside in the clouds or whatever that you don't see. Take a picture of your sky right above you, right? Don't go to the left, take it right above you. Bing. Take a picture. You see clouds up there, take a picture. Send me the picture. I'm put my energy on it and I'm gonna find out what that is. All right, but you send me a cash app first before you send me a picture. Don't be send me no picture, but do this for me. Nah, send me the cash app first. then send me the picture. When you do that in that order, I get right to work. You do it in other orders, I don't even hear you. It's in one and out the other. I don't hear nothing. All right? So take the picture. You can take as many as you want, but just make sure you donate for each picture because that's work I got to do. That's literally time I got to put in. It's not bing, bam, thank you, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? If I put work into it, I'm going to have to get compensated for that. So whatever picture you take, just make sure you send a donation with it, all right? And I got you. You send me a bunch of pictures, I'll make a collage for you or like a reel. You know what I'm saying? I'll make like a little movie for you of your video, of your thing or whatever. Make sure you donate though. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind doing all this. Donate though. All right? So that's what I be reading. I read the outside. I read the energies. You know what I'm saying? I read the ether. All right? Hold on. I got to see what the brother said. The brother sent me a message real quick. Okay. Can't find the page. It's NagaNeter, brother. Unfortunately, I can't find the page. I got you, man, right here, yo. This the page, NagaNeter, bro. Yeah, but you're on the post. Like, just hit. You can just press the picture. You can just press the picture. There you go. You can just. All right. Take you right to my page. Like, yeah, that's my page, yo. And there I am live. See, this is what it looked like if you come to it. All right, that's my page right there. That's NagaNeter. If you see the post, you don't gotta find the page. You just go to my name and hit the picture right there. You know what I'm saying? And then scroll down and you'll see the live right there. You see me talking on the screen. All right. Hold on. Let me do. I'm gonna do a little more for the brother because OG probably just All right, look, I got you, OG. I got you, OG. OG said I can't find the page, yo. OG said I can't find the page. Yo, OG, look, man. All you gotta do when you go to the when you on the comment, just hit my picture.
Okay.
Just hit the picture, take it, and then scroll down. You'll see the I'm on the live right now. You'll see me talking and moving on it.
All right.
All right, bet. OG said I can't find the page. All right, yo. So look, we about to get into some primordial talk. We're gonna get into some talk that it kind of extends past the understanding of what most people know. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the reason why you got to know this because it can show you your existence. You know, I was told in a particular energy that my existence alone rattles the veil because I'm the light, right? Always shining and glowing. You know what I'm saying? And no matter what thoughts I might have had or particularly been through or what people might have tried to impress on me or whatever, you don't know the mind of divine. So you out here running your mouth looking stupid for the rest of your existence. People be talking, man. Like, yo, how would you feel if you found out you was a sacrifice? Like people was trying to take you out. You know what I'm saying? Your own people, right? Your own family trying to take you out. How would you feel? Like, what would that make you feel like? You know what I'm saying? That they think you was that expendable. How would that make you feel? You see why the feelings don't matter? People literally wish negative energy upon you. They wish and hope that the stuff you go through is ever going to be seen, just so they can use that called harnessing particular energy. Oh man, brother, what happened, bro? What happened, bro? Bro said, man, it's still not working. Peace, family. Why? Oh my goodness. All right, look, I can't. I don't know how to do it for you. Evan Keys commented on your live video. There you go, right there. Here you go. See? All right, there you go. He found it. The brother found it. Love, respect. Respect to the brother, man. Respect to the brother. He came through. You already know the vibes. All right, so we so we gotta understand a few things, right? We gotta understand a few things in the existence. I was having a conversation with one of the queens, right? And you know, women get we had this is me in a earth having a conversation. We going back and forth. We training. We not combating. We're throwing the knowledge out. We're just laying it out. And the whole time she was speaking, she said, "But the woman, it's the woman, but the woman, because it's the woman." And I'm like, you want to keep saying that because it's what society made you. I was like, if that was the case, everything that came out of my mouth about creation would have been about a dick. I was like, but you don't hear this because the dick came first. It's the force of the energy, but it wasn't the dick. It was the energy coming through the ether. This was divine purity. From one space that divine knew all the energy. His energy filled up another space, another dimension. Then it goes from that non-knowing to now, it goes from that knowing to now non-knowing. This is yin and yang. This is breaking through the veil. This is breaking through the etheric water into another world, thus creating a womb, the aspect of Pisces. Came busting through the water like this. So the water's like this still. It's still and calm. Here come light from the bottom. The light. And it pops through the ether. And it makes a womb. And when it made the womb is flaring energy coming out of this. Happenstance is how the woman was created. The negative forces was repelled. Repelled because the force that's pushing the ether, moving the ether, making the ether separate into a space to make space for that force to come through. That spark, that's force, that's fire, that's elements, that's everything happening in one time, all at once. And it's being flung across existence. It's not being placed anywhere, it's being flung. And I said to her, I said, all right, let's keep the ideal of the woman into the concept. Let's say it was a big woman sitting there, ain't know nothing that was going on. She just chilling. I'm God, right? So then out the blue, divine energy just jumped out the ground and started banging it. That's how you see it? She was like, no. I was like, yeah, because it sounds stupid, right? So how can I give the wave to you? And the wave is the after effect of the divine energy coming through the ethers. You see what I'm saying? This is masculine and positive energy. Well, masculine and female energy, but it's called in the universe the negative and the positive. The reason why it's the negative is because it's the waves. If you take a stone and you drop it into the water, they ripple out this way. Everything in existence follows the same pretense. Everything. No matter if it's right here or way the hell out there, they follow the same pretense. This is the wave. It's the mama. The mama was the first. Think about it like this. Mother is the first experience. That's what nobody's ever telling you. Mother was the first experience of divine, which was negative waves. The negative waves was repelling. It was rolling out this way. So it pushed everything away. It pushed everything outward. This is why it was negative, because of its first original motion. Its motion was to repel, to give divine the space, right? So now, as everything is being repelled, you have to create angles. This is the angles. This is the plus symbol. This is where the man came from. This is where the phallus came from, because while the waves are going this way, you have a straight line going up, which creates what? A 45-degree angle. This is the energy going up. This is the waves off of the energy. So El, Elohim, divine, man, and then the womb that it actually came through. The womb that it came through. So that's happenstance. Then it created the L. That was the motion that it stood in. It's exploding upward. That's the L. Those are angles. Now we getting somewhere. Because once you understand this, you can remove the value of what one has to put a person, place, or thing on. Gender doesn't exist in divine, in divinity. It only manifests when we get to a lower aspect. So you was a repelling energy. Back to the original essences that we are today. Look what women say. I don't want nothing. Naturally, in their negative energy, they repelling everything. I don't want nothing. And some of them trying to be something else. I don't make this up. It's the reality. Even people look at the masculine and feminine energy as the women taking on masculinity, when in fact repel is looked at as a masculine energy, because I can forcefully say I don't want to fuck with your ass. So it looks like you being masculine, when in fact you're at your height of repelling energy. Now, wow, have divine beings, the L, they only do nothing but exude power. It was a being, a man like this. Few men existed like this. They just exuded power. All it was about. Straight divinity. Greetings, Queen. Divinity. And the waves are washing. Now we got to keep in mind, when you have divine light touching the ether and everything is exploding off of the counterpart. So where you have negative waves that exist, that's a divine. You have divine. And then everything that spurs out of that, like the splash, mix both. The heat burning. If you blood, I ain't talking about a little, and you put a lot of, you're gonna get the metal iron. It's a known fact. You know why? Because the blue don't make this shit up. Trying to do it in small increments, it just don't come through like that. But with a lot, yeah, you'll get a bunch of iron. It's the reason why a lot of the planets are iron-based. Don't make this up. It's a reality. But being able to trace it correctly, that's where the trouble comes in, because you have individuals who don't know what they're looking at out there. You don't know you're drinking, the water you drink is actually body plasma. Water's not real. The ether was actually the image the water was trying to portray itself as. So as the heat came through the ether, the steam created water that had to be diluted to a form that actually formulated into the lower aspects of what was going to become into the next creations of the bodies. This is facts. So when a body dies, that solar energy that you have in you, and it dies, that 21 grams is literally burning off the liquid in you. Don't you pee and shit when you die? Don't you pee and shit when you die? Where do you think that water go? Your body's 70-something% water. It don't just sink back into the earth. And we talking about things dying for eons. So now, yeah, I do research. See, my research is not research based on what somebody gonna tell me. What I know in fortuitive growth is that they learned everything from me, and they took what they learned from me and replaced it in front of you to make you dumb. I know that for a fact. You're not going to boastfully run around this world for all of existence until we come to the 2000s and then automatically talking about, oh, we release the knowledge when your whole existence was to be boisterous about how you destroyed everything that I own. People got cognitive dissonance and they forget shit. I don't forget nothing. I remember when I was young and teachers or people would not put out the knowledge or find these things. Oh, we don't have nothing. They destroyed everything. This time they did it by, it was everywhere. And then out of the blue, everybody talking about we got knowledge. What knowledge? What knowledge you researching, you finding from people who don't even got your truth and they don't got your truth in the right direction for you. They don't got no benefit for you. They never cared about you in the first place. At the end of the day, you still gonna go do what they tell you. That's called, buck dancing. I'ma smile and do whatever they say. You forgot so many years they hated your ass and they kept telling you you ain't good enough. You ain't never gonna be good enough. No matter if you was doing good, you wasn't good enough. When did that change? When did that change? This shit get real. And that's why I be like, I don't listen to nobody. I listen for them to tell me what they think they know. Because I know one thing. I know what it really looked like to see a nigga. And I know what it looked like when a nigga mixed. I know what it looked like when a nigga don't understand. You know why? Because I come from the dirt. I come right out of the facts. That's a different type of energy. Sometimes we don't have to have nobody tell us something. We just know the shit. That's who we are. I'm not going to keep downplaying myself because the world tell me that. I ain't going to hide this because the world tell me that. But what I do know, I'm a progenitor of the universe. That's where we come from. We all do. I'm going to protect our strength first before I go gravitate to a lie. That's a fact. I'm going to uplift us and then worry about if I was wrong later. That's a fact. We doing too much tearing down in our own culture. We don't lift ourselves up. We pull ourselves apart and then say, oh, my bad. Well, I say my bad if I lifted you up and it was wrong. Let me hold you up here first. Let the world see that we still see each other as great. Even if it's not right, I don't give a damn. Ain't nobody else holding us up. And while we are being degraded and broken down, trying to get up and still falling down, trying to get up, still falling down, everybody watching you falling. Facts. No, we ain't gonna do that. Not over here, not on my watch. If I got something to do with it, I'm like, yo, hold on my shoulder while I stand up. You stand with me. Then you get stable on your feet and the next person can lean on you. So forth and on. We don't be thinking right. But I know this, speaking on the universal aspect, when that energy started getting flung out, you had some connections. And see, you know how I know? Because everything in nature is natural. That means if I want to see what happened in the universe, I need to sit still and watch the earth. Because the process of the earth was created through the aspect of the universe. So every aspect that exists is going to replay itself in this earth. You have flow. You got fire. You got earth. You got breakdown. You got all the same things that took place in the universe. So now, when I watch water and I watch it flow down the river, and you standing on the river, you might be fishing, but you see the river flowing and it's catching those rocks. And those rocks is making swivels like this, look like nines, look like whirlpools. And the whirlpools is just spinning by as the flow goes. Now we talking non-ether. Because when the flow came through and moved the ether out of the way to create the womb, nothing but nines was spinning in the universe, everywhere, because the material was flown. Here come the non-ether. This is a fact. We are the spiralization. This is how, like if you about to cook food and you got that bowl, right? You about to spin that up. You about to be like this. Let me mix that together. That's a natural occurrence. That's why we cook so good. We already know we mixing. So we ain't gonna stop mixing until we know that it's right. So when that first explosion came off, it was nine spinning everywhere. Creations was coming out of existence. The combination of divine light and etheric water was coming together. Even in your book, it said before the word, it was the water. What is the word? Vibration, frequency. The word is frequency. When I speak, you feel it or you hear it. So it's traveling. That's light. That's the word. As the light, the sound, the frequency travels, it comes through the water. manifest into beings. This is power. They said, be mindful what you speak because your tongue can hold death. We don't make mistakes. I'm on. Damn it. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. I need to talk to them real quick. All right, so it's the perfect combination of being mixed. Now, the reason why I'm speaking to that value is because the same reason clouds spin and shapes. Yeah, exactly. Everything follows the universal principle, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? But understanding that, it gives you a deeper insight to see into the universe. Once you see it here on Earth and you understand how it's coming in, you can start looking past that. You know what I'm saying? Like your consciousness is just going to do it for you. Once you understand how it works here, you're going to be able to look up and see farther than it get deep. You know what I'm saying? So, knowing that we were being mixed the right way from the actual situation, from the happenstance, the force of divine just coming through in all its majesty, like boom, and it's flowing. So then ultimately, what's happening is we're being perfected out of the action. Nothing else was made like that. So some things that splattered out, even if I take water and I splash it off splash it up on the shore, right? Some of that water is going to be connected still to where it came from. It's going to have like a trail running back to it, right? That's the umbilical, from the water to the source. So now it's running back down the hill going to the water. Some water may go so far up, it gets stuck on the land and get puddled. Some of the water gets splashed up so far, it gets stuck on the land. Now the water's not connected to the source no more. It's either going to sit there and puddle, dry up, or sink into the ground. Listen to what I said. It's either going to sit there, puddle up, evaporate, or sink into the ground. What do? What do most of our people do today? They sit stagnant, rise up, or die. I don't make this up. I'm just showing you the connection between the two pretenses. Divine said, I am saddened by lack of knowledge of the original beings because of I'm saying that wrong because I'm in my head, but you know where I'm coming from. The knowledge is connection. Knowledge has never been words. But the world taught you that. The world taught you knowledge was the word. No, your true knowledge was how comfortable you was in your environment. The reason you can move through society barefoot in woods and things don't mess with you. You know how to go pick fine fruit and you know exactly what it was, what herb was what. You could just walk in the woods and you knew what to get. That was knowledge. That was your intelligence sparking. They understood this. This is why they demonized every tribe in existence, because they lacked that. These people went across countries in suits and clothes with these guns and these people and these animals. They thought they knew everything in the world, and they would ask questions and go off their own recognizance. I say this in a lot of my bills. If you remember the first person who went down to Australia and found out the kangaroos and all that, if you know what kangaroo means in Aborigine, you would still think these are some idiots. The word kangaroo in itself in Aborigine means I don't understand what you're saying. That's what the word means. So they had to stop calling it a kangaroo and call it a marsupial because they were wrong. Still to this day, the boat is called Wata, W-A-T-A. This is a South American language for canoe or something that floats on the water. You had travelers from Europe that went over there and asked them what was they riding on, what they call that. The little small boats. He said, Wata. They said, it's water. That's what we riding on, water. And they ran with it. And they still to this day don't know what to call it. But if I go to the Egyptian principle, they show you the waves in the water was called Nu. And I can show you how they cross-reference that and also messed up the value in the same particular value. Because what's a lizard that lives in the water? It's a Nu. Same thing. An amphibious lizard is called a newt. So also the term of Egyptian principle of what was called water was newt, a goddess name. Female, a god name, I apologize. So understanding how people still will never understand, that goes back to a scripture. Divine say they will come in and feel or be as if they were kings and will not scratch the surface of the original knowledge. They will come and pose themselves as the leaders of the world and not be able to scratch the original knowledge. But we follow and believe anything anybody has to say. Please support the live stream. Please support the live stream. If you're enjoying what I'm bringing, please support the live stream. Information is right there at the bottom of the screen. Divine don't make mistakes. People do, trying to put divine in a box, trying to say we know exactly how this situation happened. You will never understand that. You will never have the full understanding of that. And most of the creations that were truly created was made in the image of its motion. See, this is why they talk about the image. It's the motion. Now, your motion is really emotions. You're in motion. You have to be able to move to feel. The wind moves so you feel it. You're in motion. You emotional. No, I'm in motion. I'm actually moving within myself, which makes me feel the existence. My energy trains the existence of my physical capability. The body is the kingdom. The son or the king of the kingdom is the light that I sent, divine sent into me. Facts. That is a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact. Because we are pure energy. And before it was made into the aspect of religion, we knew this to be animism. We knew that energy always transferred. We knew nothing died. Energy can go in this bottle right here and start hopping all around the place if that's what it wanted. You see stuff like this every day, and people are not even mindful of how these things go. Respect. We have to understand the depths of what we are before we start contending with other things. This is why the short term was not the far temptation to the particular values. How can you as a light being start to put your energy on things that don't exist to a light being? Light only wants to shine. It has no concept of reality to be indifferent to its particular feelings. It's light. It's the reason that you have the example to have not an example. It's the reason why you see imperfections and perfections. It's the reason why you're able to concept within its own reality. Deeper than that, it's the glue that holds everything together. It's the things that allow you to feel something coming before it happens. It's the reason why you fall in love. It's the energy of the intention that you put into the value. Divine said it's intention. What do you intend? When you come to me, come with the intention of your heart. That's a portal. Open that John up. Prospect. Open that John completely up and let that beam just shine out. Because it's intention. If I ain't got no contracts, I ain't walking around here with, talking about, this is a condition. If you do this for me, I'll do this for you. Nah, it wasn't supposed to work like that. It was supposed to be, I did that. You need something? No, I'm good right now. And you being honest, because literally in your body, in your form, you're really good mentally. You're really good physically. You're really not thirsty and you're not hungry. And they may be like, nah, I'm going to give you something anyway. You be like, nah, I'm all right. I'm good even at home. Your energy of being pleased to give is a level of reciprocity. That's divine standing. That's holding your head up in the heavens. You went down to the lower planes to give light from the head. You lifted that up and you came and you served that purpose. That's the elo. That's the angle. I came in and did something for you in a way that I see fit. And it worked for you. I don't need nothing for that. But I'm not gonna hold this over your head because I did something either. I'm not gonna say XYZ. I'm doing something for you. That's a divine act for you. What's for you? Let me manifest this and let it break down in itself. So when it threw itself out there, it just was there. But then it stood up and it started moving. It never had a concept of thinking a reality of any motion because it was not even alive. It wasn't even a concept. Keep in mind the non-ether. That's the mixing bowl. So before the mixing bowl, you didn't even have a conscience. What is your conscience? Your conscience is divine. Divine conscience filled up another existence already. It was already all knowing to another space and time. Transcendent space. They don't tell you about the giant golden balls that sit outside the earth. You think it's stars and quasars and all that. It's giant golden balls that have been filled up by divine energy already. Facts. You never even think to concept that as a reality. Like, what is he talking about? Golden balls? I know it's this out there. Well, that's here. That's right here. It's all right here. And it's water out there. It's the truth. Whether we want to absorb that value or not, it's water there. The sun and moon, the light value of the sun and moon spin around right here. It's been known since the beginning of time. It ain't going to change. There's animals used to fly there and come back. It's right there. You knew that at one point. They even spoke about how the beings were so big, the stars and the quasars was around the heads of these beings. How is that even possible if it's not already here? So, now knowing that you are a part of everything, you are more than a part of everything. You are the actual primordial stuff that makes primordial energy. That's what you are. And that had to consolidate. And as the years went by, it would crush together and get smaller. This is condensing. So it manifested into a final form, which is a physical attribute. And it's not even a final form. It's like we charging up right now because you're about to bring the spirit on the outside. The real tattoos, the real tattoo is going to show their face. Your real tattoos is the symbols that they stole from you and put on your McDonald's and your cars and your buildings and all this, Mercedes and all these different symbols. They stole that from your body the first time you rose with the halo around your head and you let all that ether come up out of you. Mind you what I'm telling you, because divine energy blew out of the ether and flung shit everywhere. So when your pineal gland erects and pops out the top and you open up that 9 on the top of your head, you connect to that flower. What you think gonna happen? You're just gonna be standing there like this? No, that ether in your body gonna blow out. It's going to blow out. This is where they be like, they don't remember. That's why they waiting for the great void to come. Because they knew something got loose and ran on the earth before and it went away. That's why they scared of you, because they know what you can let up out of you. This melanin is the ether. That's why it holds water. This melanin is the ether. That's why it holds water. I'm trying to tell y'all something. You make creation come into existence. Just like we standing here off of an explosion. This how the womb was created off of a motion. The womb was created off of explosion. 2 aspects of Pisces came together and created that. It wasn't divine. It wasn't you or God. That was us. That was us. It's not no separation. Your negative repellent energy was for anything that was outside that was not in that mixing bowl of those 9s. That's why she was pushing everything else off, because that energy was so pure. We mixing 9s. Watch what come up out of here. The stories get so deep that the energies that was way far away that only manifested into small particular minerals or the melding, whatever, the heat. The heat. You got to think about this. You're talking about divine flow, and then the hottest hot of all that's hot. So as this is flying out, you got minerals and processes and elements being made in their motion of moving. Fire being made off of something else. Force is being made off the motion. Like these things are being created as they move. Finding out, getting to the end of its existence is force being blown. How far can light stretch out? So now the farther it gets out, it slows down. Goes back to the flow of the river. And so when the flow is spinning, the river's still flowing though. spinning on the sides. She created a sun to stable out this force of energy, this repel. Boom. Stable that out. Starts to come back, implosion. Boom. Stop it. Be at peace. Go forth and prosper. Now you got the battles in between the creations. You got some that are not tethered. This the water that was splashed up on the shore and ran back into the river. And some of it sat up on the hill, either sink, made a puddle, or evaporated. One or the other. It found a process of naturality. It died, or it turned to sickness. I don't make this up. I'm just showing you existence. So you have a choice to fall in these particular energies that exist right above you. It's like being under the water and you watching what happens at the surface, hoping that that pressure don't come down and mess up the smooth sand that's going on. Respect, brother, respect. Respect. That's right. That's right, yo. That's right. It's the fire. It's gonna always be the friction. Now you gotta keep in mind, if divine energy never came into this existence, everything was still. It was still. The creation of the womb, the repel, is what created the mother. Now, I was breaking something down with the queen the other day, and we was talking about the true power of divine energy. This is divine energy embodied in the ether that has the power of repel. So the ether is only going to create itself over and over and over until it started breaking down. I heard a scientist say on the TV the other day, she was like, we don't know why black holes keep popping up everywhere. It's funny to me. I was like, yeah, I bet you don't know. That's why y'all say stuff like that. And ultimately, the same process is recreating. They told you, they said, we don't know where these beasts came from. They started running wild on the earth. They came from you. They came from you finally reaching your height, being so poised, taking all this pressure, all this beat down, all this, and you was so still to where when that oil started going from your 33 and it hit them 5 fused and it turned around and came through the nervous system and shot back up and went through the oblong oblongata and landed on the pituitary gland and then hit the pineal gland and it started shining the light down in your heart, and then the erectile started, your pineal gland started getting hard. That's the real foul. It started getting hard. The womb is right here. We call it an eye. That's the great womb in the middle of your head. You got a pecker inside your brain, every man and woman. As soon as you rise, that pineal gland, it pops through. You had a soft spot at the top of your head, right? Where you think it was going to come through? They keep telling you about calcification. Why do you think the hole closed? What's really calcified? The way out. See, the same thing they did to you is the same trap. Don't you think they keep trying to break that dome so they can get up out of there? You can't get through it. It's closed. It's a closed hole. They even had the science. If you really on your science, you know they told you years ago it was an opening. They told you years ago it was a small opening. I ain't talking about Hillary. I'm talking about way before her. And they would actually fly and show you this. People done forgot that the water came out of the earth, shot up into space, and came down as ice. That's how the great freeze over happened. It has to be cold up there because there's so much energy. So hot. So it gotta be cool now. Well, how else is it gonna hold all that? If the sun was here, you would not exist. The power is too much. It has to have a filter. It has to be filtered in order for you to get that real energy. But this is unbeknownst to anybody. So because most situations can't be relative to these particular energies, you know what happens? They blame the energy as if something wrong with it because you really don't know what it is in the first place. So now you agreeing. Better a follower than a leader. Right now we've been led out and we are going back. The water is washing back into the shore. Be mindful of these things. I don't listen to nobody unless you vibing with me. Naturally, you will gravitate to the same place that somebody comes to because they're coming from where you came from. You can feel it by the source. I hear people and I'm like, hey, you don't know what you're talking about. I know you don't. It's the way you bringing it. See, the way is always important. It's never about what you truly saying. It's how you're saying it. Because everything that needs to be said exists now. So it's not about what the words you're using. These words has always been here since this particular energy. How are you going to put them together? Starts to speak to something else. We get off of the understanding of how and what things are, or if and how we can do particular things. Ultimately, what does that mean? I just got a fear. I just felt that. Somebody's scared. Don't be scared. I don't know who feel like that right now, but don't feel like that unless you're doing something wrong. Fix it if you're doing something wrong, whoever in the world. Fix it. Don't be afraid to face yourself. Ultimately, our personal issue that we're going to have as humans is the fact that you allow your flesh to make decisions for you, knowing that you came through an existence of creation that's still undocumented. These people are trying to find out how to untwine the non-ether mix. Literally. It's real crazy like that. And then ultimately, even you knowing your story, you knowing that you have these particular energies, it's something else has to unlock in you so you don't be afraid to speak on it and stand on it. It's not about how you hit the world with it. It's how you be what you are with it. It's not about saying, I got all the power in the world. I'm this. No, just be that when the time is needed. Don't be what the world has to offer. Be what the world wanted to offer you. Listen, don't be what the world has to offer. Be what the world wanted to offer you. In the real world, which means spinning, it's the non-ether, baby. So don't let them take from you what's yours and make it something else. Think about what I'm saying. Don't let them take from you what's yours and make them tell everybody it's something else. That's all these people do. Respect, brother. You already know that. Man, the divine principles is all that matters. And if we living by divine principles in this situation, we're already on an incline going up. Because now we got some substance. Ain't no substance in this knowledge they be talking. This is why it's easily getting misled. Because then if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. How many times you hear people building, they talking their conscience and all this, but then it goes to solidifying personal issues. Then you start talking about how you're gonna make things move in society. No divinity up in that. Oh, we're gonna do this. It's time to do that. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. If I'm the biggest weight, understanding my concept, you know what's gonna happen? It's gonna gravitate to me because I'm heavy. I'm heavy. I'm sitting there and it's gonna all come down like this. It's weight. You wait to make weight to have the weights. You're at peace for the peace to be at peace. You're at peace for this peace to make peace. Nothing strays away from its existence. It's how we comprehend it. But then the world will say, no, because we got to, don't be disrespecting my people like that. I don't know what to call divine. You know why? Because I can't speak that sound. That sound is so powerful. If I was standing next to the boom when it first came out, I wouldn't exist. I would have got blown away by the splash. The splash would have ripped through me. I would have been a part of everything else in existence. Like shooting a shotgun, boom, with the buckshots. It would have spread. This is the reality. So don't let nobody tell you what divine is saying. You tap into divine directly because you got a piece of it. That's why you can do that. So if you feel any type of way towards anything, I don't care what it is, you hear it, you like, something ain't right about that. Don't make a judgment. Just back away from it. And then while you backing away, say, divine, explain that to me. Watch what happens. And then he probably gonna forget you asked that, but you're gonna wake up knowing some ish like, yo, where'd that come from? Oh yeah, I remember now. The worst thing they want you to be able to do is tell them you got the knowledge out of you. And it be accurate. Don't test me, because you ain't testing me, you testing God. I walk with him. I walk with the Most High constantly. Even if I'm in my flesh, I'm still walking with the Most High. Support the live stream. Information at the bottom of the page. I ain't gonna hold y'all because we hitting an hour. And I hope this knowledge did something for somebody. Share this, share this, share this, and let's grow together. Let's grow together. I'm not out here saying this for no reason. I really put this work in. So if you're gonna rock with me, Naga.